Bitcoin is extremely popular. It's getting more and more popular every day. And I can see why. Because Bitcoin offers many things that paper money does not. And it is, according to their website right here, the first decentralized digital currency. It's got a lot of protections in it. It has a lot of benefits of it. I personally am a little bit concerned about it, and I suggest people do their research first before they put their money in. But let's take a look. Let's give it a fair trial, and let's go into a few things that have been coming up in the news recently. First, I'll mention that it is instant peer-to-peer transactions, worldwide payments are zero or low processing fees. So this covers a lot of the issues that are the problem with, for example, the US dollar. So by going through Bitcoins, you don't have to do these international transaction fees, and we lose a lot of money on that. And I know exactly that because me as a Canadian purchasing something from the US, you end up spending a lot of money even though there is no good reason for this other than these false exchange rates. And I see Bitcoin as a solution to that. I really do. However, Bitcoin is not as safe and sound as people make it out to be. I believe that Bitcoin can be great. It can be an alternate currency to use. I like the fact that you can use it to trade a lot online and different transactions that you can do. However, I do not see it as the be-all, end-all. I do not see it as a place to park all of your savings into. I just believe in a extremely diversified portfolio and putting your money into every different thing you can. Let's take a look at a few examples. Bitcoin exchanges hit by DDoS attack, and that is denial of service attacks. And basically what they do is spam a website essentially, and then you cannot get onto that service. So it is disrupting, is exactly what it is. It's disrupting your service. That's the problem with any form of digital currency. No different than your bank card, for example. There have been glitches where people go to swipe their debit cards and they find they have $0 in the bank when they know they have a lot of money in there. So it is a glitch in the system that could occur, or in this instance could be caused by a hacker or other individual like this. What about this here? Bitcoin bank Flexcoin shuts down after hack. So they were, stole a lot of money, and essentially the people got robbed. That's no different than any other bank robbery. Silk Road 2.0 hack blamed on Bitcoin bug, all funds stolen. This was a big one that came in the news recently, and again, it is a hack attack, and that destroyed a lot of people's wealth right there, and it cannot be given back. Of course, it's not insured. $1.2 million hack shows why you should never store Bitcoins on the internet. So there is a personal wallet that you can get, and you can store your Bitcoins offline, and that is an extra layer of protection. And I'm not too familiar with all of the Bitcoin terminology. However, I have heard that this is an absolutely essential part of owning Bitcoins. You should own them offline, and I believe in whatever it may be, you need multi-level protection. Whenever I do my consultations with people, it isn't just one layer or two layers or three, it's 5 and 10 layers of protections to back up your wealth, whatever that may be. How to steal your Bitcoin in 3 easy steps. So this article here just goes into the different heists that have happened in Bitcoin and mentions that one of them, it turned out to be a pyramid scheme, which is shockingly similar to what the US dollar is. It is a pyramid scheme. So I'm just trying to say that it can be used for that. Just as, for example, paper gold, the ETFs for gold, I do not see gold and silver as a be-all, end-all as well. Let me go and say that before I get tons of spam on me here. I would like to say that gold and silver, if you put 100% of your money into gold and silver, you're taking a huge risk at that. And I'm talking about the gold and silver bullion, not the paper, because it is still a risk. You never know what they're going to do. So while I do recommend people buy gold and silver, I recommend having a well diversified portfolio, not just everything into one thing or two things. Bitcoin firm CEO found dead in suspected suicide. They haven't found out the details yet. However, there is yet again what I believe rings a bell back into the dot-com boom, where we had tons of people committing suicide, and then we go back even further into the Great Depression, where we had tons of bankers committing suicide, and this could be a repeat of that. Of course, it's too early to tell, but it is frightening, and it is really sad that this type of thing happens. A lot of people lose a dramatic amount of wealth in a rapid time frame, and it just ruins their life, and this tragedy occurs. I worry about what could happen with Bitcoin. I do want to see alternate currencies pop up everywhere. I do think that it has some benefits. However, people are putting too much faith into any one asset. I believe that nothing is safe and nothing is secure at this time, and I believe in a super well diversified portfolio. And that's my message of today. If you want to find out more information, get on the Money GPS Insiders. You can do that by going to themoneygps.com, scrolling down to the bottom, filling in your email address, and I'll be contacting you through there, and I can get out some information that is sort of like an extension on my book, The Money GPS, and I hope you'll enjoy it as many others have commented so far.